Hey guys, on today's board game rundown, we're going to talk about telestrations a lot, blank slate a lot. We're going to talk about mind management. Well, I am because I'm really excited about that game. Also, our topic today is going to be a Christmas list, like things you would put on your Christmas list, or maybe things to get gifts to give other people, right? That they might like. So stay tuned for some of that. What was your crowdfunding? What do you got on your what game did you talk about real quick?
Yeah, Altanor, Secrets Reborn.
Okay, so if you want to hear about that in detail, or Bob,
War of Civilization.
War of Civilizations. So we'll see you. Hey guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Bob.
And I'm not Dan.
He's not Dan, and this is the Board Game Rundown. Today, we're going to talk about games we played. We got a little bit of news, a little bit of Kickstarters, and then we've got a holiday-themed topic, which we'll get into. But first,
make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you get all of our notifications when our videos come out, because we're doing all types of videos, unboxings, reviews, the regular show,
Absolutely. Also, make sure you jump in on either like the Discord channel, the Facebook group, or on Twitter, Instagram. We got all kinds of stuff going on there. The Discord is actually, so far, kind of been the best way to interact with us. We've got pretty good ongoing conversations going on. We have set up some like games to play online with some people. Like I played at least one game of Fury of Dracula so far.
Nice.
Which is awesome. I didn't even write that down for games we played. But let's get into games we played then.
We played a bunch. So,
I've got a ton because this was
holiday weekend.
It was a holiday weekend.
Right. This is the Sunday after Thanksgiving when we're filming this.
Yep.
So yeah, there's been a ton of games played.
Yeah. So should I rip into it?
Go for it.
So I took a bunch of games to my friend's house for Thanksgiving, and we played just one.
Yeah.
They loved it. Had so much fun with it. We're at our game store, so I'm supposed to go out there and look and find them a copy and
buy them
buy it for them. So had a good time with that. We tried road tripping. Had a great time with that for a little while, and then they also were good sports and tried Half Truth, which is one we've talked about.
Oh yeah,
before.
I like Half Truth.
They were digging that, but then they wanted to go back and play more just one. They're like, "Can we just go back to the first game?" I was like, "Okay, fine." So we went back and we played more just one.
Sure.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna have other games you're gonna want to get them to play, like Blank Slate and Telestrations and stuff. Right?
Yeah. But that was my actual Thanksgiving day. If you guys want to go through some of your Thanksgiving Day ones.
Okay. Spencer, do you have any Thanksgiving or pre-Thanksgiving Day ones?
I have some pre-Thanksgiving.
Okay, go for it.
Two pre-Thanksgiving ones. I played Vindication again.
Okay.
With Caleb. Actually, it was the first time I played it with 4 players. I played it with 3 and with 2, and now with 4. And it held up. It was definitely a lot busier than the was previously, but yeah, it's a great game. I love it. And I got to play Darwin's Choice again with my daughter.
Oh, right
She
on.
absolutely loves that game.
Okay.
She made a fantastic creature. It was like it could eat everything, and it just dominated the field, and then it died.
All right.
Natural selection, I suppose.
Well, it didn't have anything else to eat.
Right. So it ate itself into extinction. Evolution works the same way. Oceans can work the same way. Yeah. Right along all those.
Those were the 2 that I played pre-Thanksgiving.
Oh, I got so many. Okay. So Mallory had the day off. That's my 10-year-old. She had the day off before Thanksgiving. So we played Haunt the House, which you are ghosts trying to basically play cards from your hand, either face up or face down, that match symbols on these people's, on these ghost hunters' cards. And when you try to scare them, you're going to reveal all the cards. And then if you've got the whole set, then you get to, you basically take that person, you add them to your pile. But if you don't have enough, you lose all your cards, right?
Ooh,
like you reset the scare, right? Because you failed to scare them. It's a really light, kind of fun game. Mallory really likes it because we're trying to scare, we're scaring these people and trying to scare them out of the house with like creaking doors or moans or chilly winds, things like that. So. But real nice, easy game.
Halloween game? No, Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah, we played the day before Thanksgiving. But I was like, let's play some games today. And so she grabbed this stack. So along those same lines, we played Ghost Fight and Treasure Hunters, where you're these kids going into this haunted house, and the room or the board is made up of all these different rooms, and it's there's like a hallway, with it's gridded out with squares. You're gonna roll a die. That's how many spaces you can move. And then you're going to go into these rooms, and you're trying to get these gems. You can only carry 1 gem. I think there's like 5 of them total, maybe more. No, actually, there's more than 5. But you're trying to get all these gems out of the house before it becomes too haunted.
Okay.
So after you take a turn, you're going to draw a card, and that's going to tell you what room a ghost is going to spawn in, right? So there's basically one card for every room, and there's also a reshuffle card. So if too many ghosts pop up into one room, it then becomes a haunt, which is like a bigger red ghost, which is harder to kill or bust, whatever, fight.
Sure.
So if you're in a room with a ghost, you roll these ghost dice. And if you get the symbols you need, or you roll one die, and if there's two of you there, you can roll two dice. And if you get the symbols you need to match the ghost, they go away. So they're really easy to get rid of, but you have to like keep running out. And the other thing you're trying to do at the same time is grab these gems and then run them out of the house and then run back into the house. So we were doing really well, and then by the end, it was like we just had one gem we needed to get, and so we're trying to focus on that, and everything else is just kind of populating, and we're like, oh no, we're like... But it came down to the wire. We both had a good time and successfully won. Then we played a bunch of Barnyard Grab because that's one of Mallory's like go-to games. Mm-hmm. We played Mickey Mouse Food Fight, which despite her review, like in the review video, Spencer, do you want to snap for the review video?
Nice.
Okay.
Well, you're the chair.
Yeah. I think she liked it more than what she said on the review. I think she was putting on airs for the review.
A little bit.
And then we played Telestrations.
Nice.
That was her first time playing Telestrations.
Okay.
So she got like way into that and was like all about it. And then on Thanksgiving, so that was the day before Thanksgiving. Then on Thanksgiving, Telestrations again, Blank Slate, Dice Miner, taught 3 new people Dice Miner.
Okay.
And they all really liked it.
Nice.
Like I am a big fan of that game. Like the more I play it, the more I like it.
Okay.
Did I say Telestrations again? Because we played Telestrations again. Oh, we played a crazy game of Lords of Vegas.
Ooh,
just a crazy game of Lords of Vegas.
I need to play Vegas with you guys because like I've played with a couple people and they've enjoyed it, but I think you guys get more out of that.
Oh man, we had a reorganization. That's where you pay and everybody's got to roll their dice.
Reroll.
There's 6 dice we rolled. We all rolled ones.
Oh my gosh.
All
my
rolled
goodness.
ones.
That is crazy.
It was.
It was cheap to reorganize again.
Well, you can't tie, so you have to. Everybody has to re-roll again.
Okay.
Someone figure out the odds of that. Get back to us.
Yeah.
Right. Comments.
Right. But yeah, we did that. That was really good.
Nice.
And then I will save the other ones for the game night. We had.
Yeah. So I guess technically before Thanksgiving, Tim and I got together on Monday.
Oh, we did.
Before I went to work because he had the day off, and we tried War of the Worlds.
Yes.
It's like a 2-player deck builder game. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it. It was basically England, right?
Yes.
And I have landed. Well, I was the aliens. I have landed in the north of England,
basically in Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're getting cards that are specific to your faction. You have your own like marketplace to get cards from. The nice thing about that is one of the things you can do is just cycle a card in the marketplace each round, so that you can get new cards, which is always super nice in a game like that. And then I'm trying to move my tripods and kill his people, and he's trying to reinforce and build buildings and defend himself.
And do enough damage against
30 health basically. He's got 30 cubes I'm trying to kill off, and he's trying to do enough damage to me to be like, you know what, this isn't worth it, and get out of here.
And it felt like I was getting my butt beat, but I really had you down to like 3 damage.
I was almost dead, but like when I did
3
damage, I really did some damage.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was a good time.
But it's really good. It's on theme. It's more like the H.G. Wells War of the Worlds, like specifically, than like any of the movies or anything like that.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fun. And then we also learned Cascadia, which I don't know if you wanted to snap for that.
That would be 2
There's
snaps.
a review coming up for that, and spoiler alert, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's really good. It plays very fast.
Yeah, it's very
really
quick,
good.
and little puzzly game where you're trying to get your terrain to match, but then you also need to get your tokens on top with different animals to be in certain areas according to your score conditions that you've got laid out.
Did I also teach you Terror Below?
No, Terror Below we played here.
Oh, the week before.
The week before.
Yeah. Okay.
Sunday, whatever. Yeah. But that was fun too.
Terror Below, really good.
It was a good game.
Oh yeah, you weren't here.
I wasn't here.
You missed Terror Below.
I
did.
know.
You did miss it because it was good.
But Spencer's played Terror Below.
Oh, okay.
Great. I love it.
Yeah, it's a
I wanna
wild
play it
time.
again.
It is a wild time.
Yeah, but then today we played a bunch, but you guys played some before.
Well, I
today.
played a bunch yesterday.
All right,
on Friday.
I had a busy day yesterday.
You played on Friday
we
too.
all played a bunch this week.
Oh, that's right. Well, I played Cascadia.
We played Cascadia again.
And you played
Yeah.
QE.
Oh
played
yeah,
QE,
I forgot to write that one down.
Quantitative easing.
easing.
Yes.
Or something.
Easement?
Easing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Quantitative
an
something.
economic
QE.
term. QE, quantitative easing. It's
By
when they're
board game
printing a bunch
tables-
of money.
By
okay?
BoardGameTables.com.
Oh, that
That's
was
why you're allowed to write any amount
great.
you want. You know.
Yeah. So
That's cool. It was printed.
I kind of had the idea that the price is going to go up as the game goes on. So I went high early, got all the points that were early, and then just bid 0 on everything else, and watched as no one else got even close to the number of points I did, and started to bid way too much. I came in with both the most points and the least amount of money.
I could not believe
it.
Because I was the first one to look at your bid.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, that's like $1 million right off the bat. I'm like, this
coming out large. Yeah, there you go. Good luck with that.
But no.
But it worked.
Yeah.
Mike brought this to game night, and I was like, please bring QE. Like, if he brings QE, I'm making everybody play it at least once, because it doesn't take that long to play.
No, it didn't take that long.
It was quicker than I thought it would be.
But I really like QE. It's kind of just fun to watch the bids, the silent bids, right? As they
All right, let me see that
like
bid.
that. Yeah.
Holy okay.
Yeah.
What? We also played Citadels.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I liked Citadels. I thought it was going to play faster than it did. I don't know if it was the player count, but it kind of overstayed its welcome a little bit.
At the end, it was a little bit, yeah.
But I did really enjoy it. And actually, I was really competitive. Did I win Citadels, or did somebody else win? I did pretty good. I don't even remember now.
I don't remember now either. I never remember who wins these things.
Yeah, I wasn't there yet.
I did really well, but I thought it probably was about 20 minutes too long.
Okay.
I don't even remember how you get points in that game.
By your buildings.
Was that 20 minutes like the last turn where everybody's trying to min-max everything and it makes it take forever? Because that does happen, right? Where you play a game and the bulk of the game happens in like a reasonable amount of time.
No, it wasn't.
That last turn, everybody's like, okay, well, if I do this, they're trying to min-max
I don't think it was that bad.
Okay.
I think it was just some of it was keeping people on task. Like, hey, it's your turn. Oh
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
With the more players, it adds to it. I think I won that one because it was I had a lot of like 4-point buildings and 5-point buildings. I had the unique building that let me do copies.
I came in second. I was second, and then everybody else was like way below us.
Behind.
Yeah, so we were really close. We were within like
3 or 4 points.
Yeah, it was real close.
We also played Blank Slate.
Oh yes,
which is a great one. I mean, like.
Bob!
Yeah, I stole it.
Yeah, that's 3.
It's great though. We played that earlier today too. Yeah.
Really and then I got to play what is quickly becoming one of my favorite games, Mind Management.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you guys did play that.
And thanks to Jesse, I found another clue.
Yes, he did.
Found another clue.
Well, you didn't find another clue. Jesse found it for you. But you did say thanks to Jesse. But yes,
I gave him credit. We found collectively.
We found. But yes, okay.
The royal eye found another clue.
Okay, sure.
And I just realized, because we were going through and looking, that one of the designers of this game, designed one of my other favorite games, Belfort.
Oh, yeah.
And so now I'm like, I have to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Because I just want to like go, hey man, like, clearly your sense of humor and like your style, and they're completely different games, but just whatever he's doing, man, it just hits my sweet spot, because I just really enjoy Mind Management. I think it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun coming up with the puzzles. By the end, right, Mike was the agent, the recruiter. And by the end, the last 2 turns, he's just standing up, like,
absolutely,
just
trying to puzzle it out.
And he's like, oh man. And we were so close to catching him.
Yeah, you missed him by 1 space.
Yeah. And then, but I love those kind of games, right? Where the tension is really high, and we're like, oh. And I think everybody had a good time, because I played with all new players, I believe. So everybody had a good time and really liked it. And it's like when that happens, I get really excited when you get a game that just
for sure
hits the group really well.
Yeah. Then we have today.
Today
we played a bunch.
Yeah,
we did a Mickey and Friends food fight.
Yes.
Yep,
which Mallory's in on that review. I think we'll save a snap.
Yeah, well, he already snapped for that, right? Didn't he?
Did you snap for food fight already?
No,
we snapped for Blank Slate. We snapped for Telestration. Did we snap for Telestrations? I don't know.
We might have.
I forget.
Check our snaps.
Snap
count. We also played Blank Slate again, so I could get a chance to play. That was a lot of fun. And Telestrations, yep. And then we did the Harry Potter Death Eaters Rising.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really good. It's along it plays very similar to like Thanos Rising.
Yep.
There's a Star Wars version, Dark Side Rising, which I have not played, but I really want to play because I liked the system.
Yeah,
I like
we need to see what they do with it.
I like difficult co-ops, and I like the way that you can build your teams. Yeah. It's probably a little too swingy, I guess, for Spencer, but I enjoy it. I like the crescendo, right? As you build that team
up and go from like being beat down so much to then overcoming.
Yeah. It's that Hulk Hogan, like your hand drops.
Yeah.
Your hand drops. And then comes up, or when you get the elbow and now he's just up and you punch him in the face and he's like, it just makes him more mad, right? And I feel like by the end,
that's where you're at.
Bring it,
yeah,
let's go. I just have a good time with games.
Yeah, and if you like Harry Potter, you're probably gonna enjoy playing that game.
Yes, it's a difficult co-op that requires a lot of coordinating and strategy, but it's not so heavy that
Yeah, it's not overly complicated at all.
And it's different enough from Thanos Rising.
It's got
definitely.
Yeah,
the themes are different enough that they can, and they each kind of have a unique twist to make it specific, right, to each one. They totally make them different enough.
Yep.
But yeah, that was good.
Quite a bit of games we played.
That was a lot of games.
Yeah.
Played a bunch of Magic too. Throw that in there. Played a lot of Magic.
Same, but digitally. IRL.
Yeah, really gotta get back into that.
Played Fury of Dracula. Been playing Ascension. Online still.
Nice.
A ton of Star Realms games.
Gloomhaven Online is really good. It's finally out for iOS now, so I don't have to keep booting up in Boot Camp and coming back. So that's super. It's so smooth. It looks so good.
And again, if you want to play any of these games with us, get in the Discord and just say, "Hey, man, I
like this game.
How do we get into a game?
Yeah.
We will make it happen.
Yeah.
We will make it happen.
Awesome sauce.
All right, so we'll go into news.
Yeah, news.
Then, so news, pretty light on news, mostly because it was like a holiday. My wife's birthday was last weekend, and then I was like getting ready for the holidays this weekend, so I didn't get it like super deep into a bunch of news. I think ours are kind of similar. Well, Stonemaier, right, put out an email. They've got a ton of games going to digital right now, where you can find them on Tabletopia, Board Game Arena. They've got a ton of games on Steam and iOS.
Yeah, they do.
Some are free, some you can pay for, but they're all really good. They're good translations.
That's what I was going to say. They play just like the board game plays. If you like how the board game plays, the game's going to play just like that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a lazy gamer. I sit back. I just want to use the mouse. I don't want to have to use my keyboard and do a bunch of malarkey. Just point, click. This is my piece. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to put it over here. And
I'm even lazier because if I can do it on my iPad and just
drag your finger.
Oh, I don't even have to lift my finger. I guess
to reset it over.
I guess I'll move my finger to reset.
Just move it to the auto button. Okay.
Yeah.
Gameplay itself.
Yeah. I'll let the computer play the computer and just watch. No.
That's my favorite show.
Did I win? No. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah. I have a little bit of news too.
Yeah, go for it.
So like my news, normally it's a lot of Kickstarter related, but Voidfall Pledge Manager has opened. It's going to be on GameFound, so you can get on there. And the nice thing about that too is they have a lot of other Mind Clash stuff that you might have missed in previous Kickstarters. Yes. You can, including the Anachrony Exosuit expansion pack, which can be tricky to find. They also have like the big box available, which holds everything, and it comes and you. It's really nice. It's a huge ass box or huge.
That's all right.
Okay. And it holds everything in there really nicely. It's got a nice like a book to show you how everything goes back in there, so you don't have to get the box lid. The fancy bits that you can get, the resource like cubes and the tokens are really cool looking. You can get Cerebria and Tricarion and all the expansions and bits that go over to them. So yeah, look them up on GameFound. And you can get it on the Pledge Manager.
I just really like the way GameFound does a lot of their stuff.
Same. Yeah. And Mind Clash Games makes great stuff.
Yes. But I like it.
Xerxes, nailing it.
I like it when you can get on there and you can get upgraded the Kickstarter bits for previous games.
Yes.
Right. So say you bought Tricarion Retail or something.
Right.
Or
and you want to pivot out a little bit. Yep. You can zhuzh up your bits.
Zhuzh it up.
Yeah.
I believe I saw that ISS Vanguard is their late pledge is open.
Nice.
So
that is accurate.
Yep.
A fantastic looking game.
It looks amazing.
I can't say fantastic because we
haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
But
we will.
Looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks really good.
When it comes, we will have a massive unboxing, in 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Probably next year sometime if I had to guess.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm going to say October of next year, so we're going to mark that down and we'll revisit.
Oh, you know what? That gives me there's some news on that front, I guess. So the shipping.
That's right.
The shipping news, they are now laying on heavier fines for idle ships.
Yep.
Which is motivating people to
move faster
and get things unloaded.
Yes.
Which is always good. Same thing with getting stuff inland, right? Once it's
in and shipping it to the distribution hubs.
Right. So that's good news.
Good news.
Hopefully, as this clog clears up, that the shipping prices will come down. I don't expect them to ever get down to
right, because once some price goes up, why would they want to lower it?
It's a lot harder to put that genie back in the bottle.
It is.
This is true, and I understand that part of the reason why they've had this fiasco is the trucks weren't able to leave with stuff, and I think now they can leave with anything. They don't have to leave with the thing they were set to leave with. That would really
Here,
help.
just take this and go.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have room for
Right.
anything, so
Right.
that's why they're selling the ships.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then also people were reluctant to send their containers inland because they were not getting them back out as quickly.
Okay.
So there was a
lot
log
of
jam there.
factors
There's a
going on.
lot of factors.
So many.
It's not just one thing.
Yeah.
So the Great Wall board game,
Yes,
which is also
Great
Awakened
Wall board
Realms,
game.
was originally supposed to arrive in the
October or
Polish
something?
port on like the 24th, and it has been delayed to the 30th of this month.
Really?
But they're saying that it is all of their hubs are ready. So once their hubs get it, they're going to be shipping games out within 3 days.
Wow.
Awesome. So we'll have that unboxing pretty soon too.
Yeah, I'm thinking like with any luck, end of December, early January.
Awesome.
Because and also now, right, there's a huge push to the shipping usually goes in waves, right? So like at the end of January, everybody's trying to get all their stuff out before the Chinese New Year hits, right? Because that basically shuts down China for almost a month.
Like a month, yeah.
And then, so then shipping costs go back down, you know what I mean? And then they spike back up. Who knows what's going to happen right now because there's such a logjam and all the space is at a premium. So hopefully it doesn't like spike up even more.
Sure.
But I think because there is a little bit of relief of that pressure, I think that it's going to stay kind of where it's at right now. But anyways, that's more or less all my news.
Same.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Going to Kickstarters?
Yeah.
Crowdfunding?
Yeah.
I have just one Kickstarter that
Just
I thought
one?
was
That's
interesting.
already out.
Oh, yeah,
Spencer.
it is out. It's called Altener Secrets Reborn.
Okay.
Okay,
Heard
so
it.
this game by Power of Gamers, it's a 2 to 4 player game. It's kind of like a dudes on the map where you're moving a figure around. Actually, you have a team of 6, trying to beat up your opponent, but also trying to go for these different goals, which you bet on secretly. So you can say, I'm going to go for this goal, but I'm going to try to get everyone to think that I'm going for this other goal. But the cool thing about this game is the board itself. So the board is circular. It's concentric rings, and they turn. It's kind of like Labyrinth, but it's Labyrinth grew up.
Have you seen Dauntless Sentence?
No, I haven't.
It's very similar to that, where you're like in the middle in this prison.
Oh yeah.
And all the
I know what
outside
you're
rings
talking
are
about.
shifting around, and the rooms are changing. You're trying to break out of this prison.
Well,
And,
yeah, it's very similar. The pieces look really nice. Let's see. You can do it in co-op where it's like team versus team. You can do all versus one, things like that. I think they might have said they're doing a solo mode. I don't remember. They have like 7 factions to choose between. They've got traps, treasures. Every faction has their own unique abilities, and there are powers that you get from cards and things. And yeah, a lot of replayability. The board also is 3D, so you've got these things that stick up and as it's moving around. It looks pretty interesting. It's also $63 for the base, but that's with standees.
Okay.
It's $100 if you just want minis, no game.
Wow.
But it's like 70 minis or something.
Wow.
That's a lot of minis.
It's 6, well, not 70, but 6 times the 7 factions plus a few more.
42?
And then it's $153 for
All of it.
everything. Yeah. And they also have 2. Well, there's one exclusive faction for Kickstarter and an exclusive creature, the Golem. You can hire him or convince him to be on your side.
Okay.
And this is supposed to go out March of 23, so we got some time. But you have until December 14th to go back it.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, right on. So I was looking at this one. It's called War of Civilizations, and it's a strategy board game set in Earth 2050. Global warming has happened, and a lot of the land is gone now because the sea levels have risen. You're going to try to conquer locations and lands, deal with natural disasters, and you build mighty fleets. It looks kind of neat. It looks like almost like area control, resource management, which I'm digging. I'm big into that. The thing is like it's got some weird pledge levels, right? So it's like $30. You can just pledge. You don't really get anything for it. You get some wallpapers and stuff like that for your computer, but there's no game. They do have a a clan pledge where you can get some more digital types of stuff for $75, but you don't get the game till you bid $85, right? So then $85 you get it, but it's limited amount, and what I really wanted to get to, which I thought was kind of really neat, is they've got a pledge here where you're basically saying that you're going to play test the game and you're willing to be an ambassador for the game and take, so you get it for a little bit cheaper. You're going to get it early, but then you're going to take it around to places and play test it with people and show them and whatnot. And I think that's a really cool, people who want to try to get into play testing and being an ambassador for a company and whatnot. And so that's $85. That's the master pledge.
Awaken Realms.
But yeah, there's only 100 copies. There's still a few left. I just think that sounds really neat.
That's such a neat idea.
You know what I mean? You get them the advanced copies, and you get out there early, and you can go show, take it to your local game stores and show people, and get in on that ground level of it and whatnot.
And I'll tell you what, if you're passionate about the hobby, I know we are, but I mean, if that's something that even sounds good to you, I like teaching games, I like getting them early and showing people and having that experience. What a fantastic opportunity.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah. That's really good.
And they've got some other pledges. They go up to 150 or whatever. But that's for the game. And then you can also get minis instead of having cardboard punch-outs and all that kind of stuff. But, for the $85 to get it early and be able to be a part of that growing community and whatnot, I think that's
so
super
cool.
neat. Yeah, I haven't seen that before. So I wanted to, bring that to everybody's attention.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to forego doing a Kickstarter because I got 2 bits of news I forgot.
Oh.
Okay.
And a question off of the Discord.
Okay.
So I'll do the 2 bits of news first.
Sure.
Grim Forest by what is it?
It's not Lucky Duck. It's
Sorcerer City. Not Sorcerer. They make Sorcerer City.
They do make Sorcerer City.
It's Druid City Games.
There you go.
Druid City Games. And they might even be, I don't think they were affiliated with Skybound at that time. But anyways, Druid City Games, Grim Forest. It is a family weight set collect. No. I don't
sort of a set. You're building the huts.
You're trying to build your.
You're like one of the 3 little pigs, and you're building huts.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, it's a very well produced game.
Yes.
And it looks really nice. The theme is really cute. But anyways, it's going out of print. So if it is a game that you are on the fence about, go to your game store now and get it because it is only going to get more expensive.
Yep.
Get off that fence.
Yep. Get off the fence.
Again, like any game, I wouldn't overpay for Grim Forest, but I would go and find your game store and try to get yourself a copy if it's something you're interested in. So on the other side of that coin, the Op Games is reprinting a game that was ridiculously expensive to try to get, and now it will be cheaper. Outpost at 31. Infection at Outpost 31.
You mentioned that the other day. Nice.
Yeah.
So it is officially now out and been released. Came out last week. So now you'll be able to get the 2nd edition of that game. I don't know what the differences are, but you will be able to get the 2nd edition now. So don't overpay. Find it. Go to a game store. If they don't have it, it is now so easy to get that you should just ask your game store, like, hey, man, this is a game I really want. It is a fantastic game. There is a reason why people were paying $200 for that game. Because it's really good, especially if you like the theme or the movie.
Yes.
Because that IP just really comes through very strongly.
It does, yeah.
It's really good and a lot of fun.
I'm going to hit you with this flamethrower, but I just want to know if you're human or not.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Cool. You all right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Very
and then
badly burned.
we had a question in the Discord. So obviously, if you get in the Discord, this is something you can do.
Yeah.
I don't think this one is pretty straightforward. So they asked, does painting minis decrease the value of your game? And I'm going to say only if you do it badly.
Yeah, that's fair, because I actually have paid more for a painted version of a game.
Oh, absolutely.
I prefer, and if it's a good paint job, yeah.
I would do a caveat. If this is a game that you're collecting and you want an NRFB, you kind of have to open the box to paint the mini. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's a super rare game. Opening the box itself might be...
If you're that worried
about that kind of a level,
but I'm gonna let's just say that you bought and painted your copy of Descent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it is a halfway decent paint job, it doesn't even have to be a great job. A halfway decent, you've increased the value of your Descent.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If it is somebody just slapped on and it's not great, I'm not going to say it's going to decrease the value, but it might be a turnoff for some potential buyers. But I definitely wouldn't charge more because it's all painted.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like even like I am not a skilled painter, but I've gotten like decent at doing some nice dry brushing.
Right.
You know,
washes and stuff.
and some washes on some things, and I feel like that those have increased the values of those games.
Yeah, they look nice. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it looks good on the table. Right. But I probably wouldn't get rid of those games because I only take the time to do that with the games I definitely want to keep.
Yes.
Exactly. but some people like really enjoy painting, and they might just buy a game to paint the minis and stuff in it, and then try to make some money off it, which I think is a great idea, especially if you're good at like Gore Chosen, right? If you're good at assembling Warhammer minis and painting them and making them look super cool, you can get a bunch of extra money for that because some people are terrible at those kinds of things and would pay money for someone to do that for them.
Well, and have.
Just like that Kickstarter Altanor, for $100 you get all the minis. And let me tell you, those minis, you could use those in anything.
Right.
They look really good.
Yeah.
Which I've done. Like Zombicide, I've done that, the one that Pete painted. I've used them for other stuff just because they're so cool.
Yeah. So I would say, as a rule, generally, painting is always a plus.
Yep.
But, you know.
Unless you're really, really bad at it.
Unless you're really bad at it.
That would be me.
Yeah.
But
that's
why
I
anyways,
pay for
that's why that's why I find the workarounds and do the shading and stuff like that.
Done. Yep.
but yeah, I thought it was a fair question. And again, anybody else has any questions?
That's awesome. Thanks.
Fire
for
them up there, man,
because
we will definitely do
cover that. Yeah.
And that's Yam Nowaki is the username.
Okay.
I think I know who that is, but I almost didn't say the name because I was gonna mispronounce it.
Yeah.
So I mispronounced it anyways.
Sure.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Anyways,
right in, we'll mispronounce your name too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So let's get into our topic this week.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So our topic is what kind of games would you put on your Christmas list?
Yeah.
And so this isn't necessarily only going to be my Christmas list, but like what I would recommend if you're a gamer. What kind of games would I recommend that you put on a Christmas list? Because
But first, do you have any on your list?
I think mine are more like I want to back this Kickstarter.
Okay, yeah.
See, and that's the problem I run into too, because I back a lot of Kickstarters. So a lot of the new games coming out that I want, I basically have on the way already.
Exactly.
But like today, we played a bunch of fun party games. That those are great Christmas gifts. I think. Like I would totally put one of those on my list.
Yeah, and also right, it's not going to be as expensive. It's not going to be as cost prohibitive.
Yeah.
As some things. I definitely have some games on my Christmas list. Like I would put Equinox on my Christmas list.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I really liked Equinox. I do not own it. But it is something I could play with my family.
Right.
But I also want to have because I like it. And that is a game I would take to other places. Dan can't be here today, but he mentioned, and I agree with this, is a lot of times he asks for like accessories or upgrades, right? So again, on that same vein, Equinox has a fantastic playmat.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you could ask for that for.
And so that might be a thing that I would ask for too. It might be like playmats for some of my games or, fancy dice. I've received really beautiful dice as a Christmas gift before, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Right? So great thing to put on that is accessible to everything. Metal coins.
Yes.
Metal coins, metal dice.
Metal dice. Yeah, metal. Well, I did get, that's the dice set I got was a metal dice. They were
I got
absolutely
some
beautiful.
Tiger's Eye.
Oh,
that's really nice looking. Yeah. Something I like to put on my Christmas wish list, which I did last year, and I'll probably do again this year. Some shelving, like these Kallax shelves and whatnot. I love Kallax shelves. I got a bunch of them in my house. I ask for one or two each year to try to add and build and expand.
Yeah,
and
that doesn't break the bank. It's like if people want to pitch in, right? Like if your parents want to get you like a $80 shelf, right?
Yeah,
that's great. And then yes, you have more room because the thing is, your game collection is not shrinking.
No, yeah, it's not getting any smaller. I keep selling some, but more keep showing up.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
So yeah.
I actually put a lot of expansions on mine because I have the base game, and I've heard it gets better when you have the expansions. So
there's definitely like some Orleans expansions. I think I only have the 5th player expansion.
Okay.
So I need like the intrigue.
Intrigue and that's a good one. Yeah.
It's like a Scythe has a bunch of expansions, and I'd love to get those if I ever
I'd like
get to play it again.
The airships and the Rising
Wind Gambit.
Yeah, the Wind Gambit.
Yeah, Wind Gambit.
I actually have one, a New Frontiers. We mentioned this a long time ago. It's by Tom Lemon or Lehman. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he did Race for the Galaxy. So that's why it's on my list.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fantastic.
It looks good, though.
Yeah.
And Anachrony.
Great game.
Oh, it's
great
so good.
game. But
great
now
game.
it's getting hard to find.
Which is why, if you were paying attention during the
Get on GameFound.
Kickstarter Kickstarter moment.
It is not hard to find.
It's not.
It's just in one specific spot.
It's exactly one specific spot.
Yes.
But you might be able to find it on your shelf at a game store.
You might. Yeah, they are in the wild.
And and there might be brick and mortar options too, right? Like, so if it's a game you really want,
have them go and see. Mind Clash Games. Tell them the name, and they might be able to get it for you.
Yeah,
and don't depend on Amazon.
No,
because you're not always going to find them.
That's why I'm go to your game store.
Yeah,
go to your game store.
Check
it out.
Option. Yeah.
But if I'm going to name some specific games that aren't necessarily on my list, but games that I will be giving as gifts this year, definitely to like family members and stuff like that, Blank Slate, Telestrations.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Just One, if they don't have it, right, is always a really good one. And now these are like party games, but these are really good party games.
Correct. Ones that have been proven that we've tried and like, people will enjoy this one.
Like
Garinto,
Garinto is a really good one.
Which one?
Garinto. That's the elements.
Yes, you have.
You're drafting the elements. It's from Grand Gamers Guild.
Okay,
and they're gonna do different things. It's so good. I really love it.
Dice Miner.
Dice Miner. Absolutely.
That one's on my list. I put that one on today.
I really like Dice Miner. Yeah, that is one that I could get for friends and family. I would say like Bang.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of the Deckscape or Deckdetective.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, those are good.
And those don't break the bank, right? That's like a $10 stocking stuffer. You throw in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
like those escape games, or
exactly. An escape game or two is great. It's just a short, good time.
The Independence Incident, the Kringle Caper, those are even smaller.
Yeah,
$10.
Yep.
There's a Halloween one too. One that they just put out too.
Nice.
And
Grandpa
then
Beck games are
any
good.
Grandpa Beck's game.
Yes,
is really good.
Yep.
I'll recommend all of them.
Yep. Something else that's kind of cheesy, I like to say, is like just time. It's like just ask for some time. Hey, I want to bring this game. Just sit around and entertain me. Not entertain me. It's just like entertain me. No, that's not how I meant to say it. But just humor me a little bit and play through this. It might not be your favorite game, but I think we'd have a good time playing. And just trying to ask them to
absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think a good one for people who are into gaming is Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Yeah, if they're already into gaming, that's a great.
That is a hot one. There's also a Dune Imperium expansion and an upgrade kit.
Oh, Dune Imperium
come out.
Dune Imperium. Just get it.
Yep, it's a great game too.
It's really good. It's really good. I would say that if you're not into the Dune theme, though, that Lost Ruins of Arnak is probably more accessible.
Yeah,
probably more accessible. Yeah,
and not as. I feel like I know that they get compared a lot, but I think that Dune Imperium is less forgiving also.
Yes,
than
it's
Lost
much
Ruins.
tighter.
Yeah,
it's much tighter.
It was a pretty tight game.
Yeah.
Whereas like the other one, it plays. I guess it's still a number amount of turns. You know what I mean? Because I like games that are more open ended, where you play until a certain goal is met.
Right. And not this timer.
So you got 5 turns and the game's over. Like, there's so much I want to do in so little time. But it's a tough mix.
Right. But yeah, those kind of things, games that were on my Christmas list and are now off because I took advantage of
some sales.
The company itself was having a Black Friday sale, but I picked up Tammany Hall from Pandasaurus.
Nice.
Because it was half off, and Tammany Hall is a really solid mean.
Yeah.
It is a mean game, not for everybody, but it is for me.
Yes. Right.
Tammany Hall is really good. And then I also got Silver and Gold, which is a flip and draw, like flip and right, like with dry erase, and it's really good. And it was like $10.
Honestly, I thought you were trying not to curse right there. You're saying, it's a flipping game, man.
Yeah. But yeah, instead of a right, you're filling in, like with dry erase, you're filling in, it's like a Tetris-y kind of thing.
Sure, almost like a Cartographers.
Yes, and I love Cartographers.
Is another great
that
game
would be a great gift. Cartographers is a great gift. I haven't played Role Player. I'm going to remedy that soon. It's set in the same universe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I knew that.
But yeah, you don't have to know anything about
the one to play the other. Because I've never played Role Player, and I love Cartographers.
Yeah, my wife has never even heard of Role Player and loves Cartographers.
Right.
So yeah, and then Welcome to, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to is really good. I would say, man, if I don't know when Road Trippin' is coming out.
I don't either. It's hard to say when it'll hit retail, but that's a great.
That is a game that when that's on retail, that's hitting my Christmas list. Nice. Whether sometimes I will hold out, like, I only want it if I can get like the metal version, right?
Sure.
But this one I like so much that I don't care.
Nice.
Like I just want it.
Just want to play the game.
If I can get the metal version, I will.
Great. Right.
But I'd rather just have it than not, right? And so I'm super excited for that to actually like hit retail because I was so glad you backed that because it's really good.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I was glad I backed it too. I love doing that growing up, driving down the road.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the last one I wanted to mention that I would put on my list, but I don't because I know someone who has it, is Oceans.
Oceans is so good.
So good.
It's accessible to families. You can find it. It's not too complicated. So yeah, it's like medium, I would say.
Yeah,
medium weight game. And it's a good way to get into it more,
right?
And to get your friends into it. It's a great game.
Yeah, yeah. It's that nice little mid-level.
Yeah,
I think I would say for like a game that I would put on my list this year that I don't own, nice stocking stuffer, Conclusio.
Oh,
you know, it's a great, small, lightweight game, and I love deduction. A lot of my family members, like my dad, loves deduction stuff. Like he loves trying to puzzle things out and figure things out, and I think he'd really enjoy it.
And it plays so fast, right?
Does.
You could just go again.
Yep.
Yeah,
you play the first time, like, okay, I got it. Let's play again.
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly. It's really good. But yeah, I mean, so these are just a bunch of games we like that we think would make good gifts. Yeah. Obviously, we'd name some that are on our own lists or whatever as well. But and yeah, they tend. A lot of them were lighter fare, but I think that's because when I open a game at Christmas and then I want to play with everybody that I'm there with, right?
Exactly. Yeah, my family's the same way. My mom's like, "Oh, that looks neat. Let's try that one." And we'll try one of the new games. Okay. Yeah. Except the After Dark version. Don't try to play that with family.
Awkward. Do not. Do not do that. But always,
I don't know what that word means.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Mom.
Never done or heard of that.
Changing games.
But yeah, anyways, so let us know. Let us know what some of your favorite.
Yeah, what's on your wish list?
What's on your wish list?
Yeah.
Let us know.
What are you going to give your friends?
What are you going to give your friends?
A hard time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're already doing that one.
Yeah.
So, like always, check out our sister channels. We've got Pokemon Rundown. We've got Miniatures Rundown.
Yep.
You can find on the Game Talk Network Facebook page. You can find Board Game Rundown Facebook page. We are on Discord, Twitter, Instagram. Join, talk to us. We'd love to hear from you. I love getting the comments.
We love feedback.
Yep.
Love the feedback. Also, check out our friends over at the Board Game Mechanics. Jason and Katie are all pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
They do a weekly podcast, and Jason cranks out like all kinds of videos on their YouTube channel all the time. And we will be having a contest coming up where we're going to be giving away some games in like 2 weeks. And so that's one of those Gleam style contests, right? So it's going to be, you're going to get things for doing different things. Because we're always trying to promote growth.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Or don't. But please do.
Yeah.
So anyways, for the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
I've been Bob.
And I've been Spencer.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for checking out the Board Game Rundown. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos on social media and spread the word. We publish new content weekly, including reviews, unboxing, and Let's Plays. And as always, thanks for watching.